Hello guys, I'll keep this one short and sweet here for this intro. No one wants to ramble on these. Shack tour, haven't given one yet. Big changes happened. Come with me and I'll show you around my shack here. And this is 2026 shack tour. Come with me. Alright, well, entering my shack here through the door. This isn't finished, it's still a little bit of a mess. I'll explain as I go, but I'm still in the process of sorting out and putting things in locations. But as you walk into the left here, we've got an old IKEA unit that I'm just using for junk at the minute because I'm trying to find a different place to put it. Take it out the shack here. Here is my new shelf queen. That's my Kenwood. That's the TS680S HF and 6-meter radio. Works great. Love the radio. I just have no need for it now. I've just bought a new radio and upgraded, so that's now a shelf queen. I just have nowhere else to put it for now, so she'll stay there for the time being. I bought this from Japan a few months ago, and it's been a brilliant radio, and I won't sell it. It's going to stay as shelf queen now, and every now and again I will pull it out and have a play with it. On top, just a Chinese ATU 100 antenna tuner. Works great. Internal battery, you just recharge it from USB and it's great. I've not found a single thing that this can't tune up. Moving on here, as you can see, we're moving around the room to the right, if you know what I mean, going clockwise. I've got a visitor's chair that I call it. My partner bought this chair and paid over £100 for it. I don't know why. A waste of money, but it just sits in my shack here. And this is a cushion that my partner also made for me recently. A little walkie-talkie cushion. I've also got one up there as well that I've made for a friend that I'm meeting next month, so I should give it to them then. Just a box on the floor because I've just unboxed a new radio, hence why my Kenwood is now over there, but we'll be discarding of that. Here is my gaming PC, so I do enjoy a bit of gaming as well. I don't game as much anymore. Ever since I've kind of got into the hobby of radio, I don't really game all that much, but it's great to be here. I can watch my YouTube on it, edit my videos and what have you. I've got a 1440p 180Hz monitor and just a basic 1080p monitor for the side. I forget the name of it now, the keyboard, but it's got Cherry MX red switches and a Logitech mouse. Here's my PC. That's a Intel i7 14700K with 32 gigabytes of DDR5. Yeah, no, that's well expensive now. a GeForce RTX 5070 Ti, and it's water cooled. Great little PC. It does have RGB fans as well, but the RGB controller is playing up. I did buy a new one, but I just haven't stripped it apart yet. I need to strip the PC apart to clean the dust out, so I'll wait until I do that, and then I'll replace the RGB controller in there so my lights and my fans work again. The fans rotate, they just don't light up. Headphone wise, HyperX Clouds. Nice PC, works great. Edits my 4K videos very quickly. Okay, the Radio Shack. My new radio, the Yaesu FT710 AESS. I love this radio, but there is one small problem with it. I bought this one from Japan, and it's region locked. Usually there's a couple of buttons you can push when you're powering it on, and it will change the regions. This one's locked, hard locked, so I can't change the region. It's stuck in Japan, and everything works great. The only thing different is 70 megahertz. Okay, I don't know why I did that. It's 70 megahertz. Doesn't let you transmit, annoyingly. Yeah, it won't let you transmit. I've Mars modded it to try and bypass it. Again, it's locked out. Can't Mars mod it, annoyingly. But yeah, there's the radio. Brilliant sounding radio. I'm still very happy I bought it. And monitor above it, which is just for the radio there. And yes, it's running through DVI like you should do. You should not run these on a DVI to a HDMI adapter. You can damage the radio. I don't know, I think you usually dropped the ball with that one, with the design of that. But it's an old DVI monitor. So we've got another monitor here. This is just a hand clock, just so I can see DX cluster. I do have a QRZ link to it as well, which is not on the screen right now. I can see a DX cluster and stuff like that, and the band conditions and whatever. So this is pretty handy. This monitor here runs 24/7. It's connected to a little PC, which is the other side of this wall, because I've got a door there. My shack is separated into two. I've got a PC on the wall on the other side, which just runs this. So I've got a wireless mouse and a wireless keyboard just to control the other PC. But that's just basically all that's for. A laptop here that I just use for my QRZ login. Nothing special. Had to take the battery out of it because, well, I keep it on charge for the time. The battery was swelling up. If I wouldn't have, that would have been a big problem. So I opened it up and just pulled the battery out. So it has to run on mains all the time basically, but no big deal. Move on to the little shelf here that I made. A little 3D printed microphone. I don't know, I just got bored. 3D printed a microphone. Here I've got it's an Anytone AT779 UV. That's a 2 meter and 70 centimeter radio. 25 watt radio. I've got all the repeaters programmed to it. Loads of the satellites, the International Space Station. Yeah, I could pick up a few repeaters from my location. The main ones are GB3PI, PY, and OV. They're the biggest ones that have the most coverage in the UK. I could pick up them absolutely fine from here. Next up is my Uniden Bearcat airband scanner. We get a lot of planes and helicopters and what have you flying over the top of me, mainly because of RAF Mildenhall Air Base. So I've got an antenna on top of my shack. It's just a mag mount basically stuck on top of my shack roof, and this has got close call function. So if anything local sends out a signal, it locks onto the signal and repeats it, sort of thing. So I'll keep that around. It's a good little radio that is. I actually got given that one for free from my friend because he had a couple of them, 2 or 3 of them. So he gave me one. Works great, nothing wrong with it. You just didn't need multiple of them, I guess. Next along, just some PMR 446 walkie-talkies. These are PMR, these are PMR, and so are these. I bought these 2 for £10 from the same friend in my village. I bought these from China, And these are my children's that are painted custom colours. That's glittery purple, that's Cadbury purple, and this is Kawasaki green. It's glittery as well, but it's harder to see the glitter. But yeah, they're my daughters. They play around with them. And when we go caravanning, they go off on their bicycles around the caravan park. So we make them take a walkie-talkie, and me and my partner keep one of these. That way, you know, they can contact us and we can contact them instantly. Make sure they're okay and whatever. Moving down to the bottom shelf here. Just an ATS 20 plus receiver. Good little receiver, to be fair. They receive all the bands basically, upper and lower side band and whatever. This is, I bought this before it was even licensed, so I could listen to the 40 meter band. And now I mainly operate the 40 meter band. It's actually my favourite band. So this kind of just sits here. I flashed custom firmware onto it, so it performs really nice now. It just kind of just sits there. No point selling it, they're not worth much second hand. They're only £20 brand new, so it's just pointless selling. So it just sits in the shack here. Below that is I made this from a kit. It's a QRP, I believe it's called a QRP Pixie. It's a little half of a watt Morse code transmitter. It actually transmits. It's not just a receiver like this is. You put a Morse code key into there, and you push the key and plug an antenna in the back of it, and it transmits. I made that just from a kit, so I don't know. I'm learning Morse code. Well, more accurately, I'm trying to learn Morse code. So I bought that just, kit, something to build, a bit of fun. Next to that is my Zygu G106. This is a 5 watt QRP HF radio, and I take that caravanning with me. That gets thrown into a bag with a coax and runs on a battery. I can run it all down a very small battery. Yeah, I can do a 40 meter band, 20 meter band and whatever that I like to operate. But I do it QRP, which means a low power, 5 watts. I've had excellent results at 5 watts, to be honest with you. I've had Serbia, Netherlands, Portugal and Germany, France. Yeah, just sits there until I go caravanning basically. And then under there I've just got a bunch of wires and a nano VNA antenna analyzer. And if you know me, if you met me in person, you would know that I absolutely love Dr. Pepper. Hence Dr. Pepper. But yeah, there's my radio shack right now. Bit messy underneath there. I have got clips underneath there on the walls, but where I've disconnected my Kenwood and put that on there, my Yaesu, I've had to pull all the wiring out of the clips to pull the wiring back through and whatever, so I need to put that back in. Going around this side, just junk. Battery charger. This is the battery that I use my Zygu. Just something I made. 3 cell lithium ion. 12 volt. Yeah, I can operate my Zygu G106 all weekend caravanning with that one battery. So great. And then here, I've recently installed this wood burner. It's just a little tiny wood burner. Don't need nothing big and overkill for a little shack, but it'll take the chill off the air in the winter time. And then once the chill's off the air, I've actually got a diesel heater as well. So it's 26 degrees in here right now. The diesel heater is also the opposite side of this wall, with the exhaust basically going out the back of the shack there. So yeah, I've got 2 forms of heating. Like the wood burner first, you get the initial freezing coldness off the air in the winter time, and then I can just keep it topped up in here with the diesel heater that I can control a bit better. Got shelf queen stuff. same as my Kenwood here. Just an extractor fan. A workman's flashing light, don't ask. Usually they flash orange, but I drove past this one and it was flashing. It has an orange lens, but it's actually, the light inside was purple. So I was like, wow, that's different, I've got to have that. So I had it. Down below on the shelf here, vintage 1980s walkie-talkies. Look at the size of them, absolutely massive. These work. Got a set of those, a set of 4 of those off eBay, and two, two of them in bad condition and whatever. So I kind of stripped them apart and made 2 decent ones, best condition ones I can out of the 4. And there's a charger for it. They work. The battery don't hold charge very well anymore. They're a bit old and knackered, but the radios work, which is cool. I'm not going to use them. They're business radios. I haven't got a business radio license, but still, they're just cool. They work. And below that, I've got a vintage AM only CB radio, Colts 210. These are actually contraband in England. American only. They're for FCC, not for Ofcom. So although these are AM, and AM is legal in the UK. So are the channels. The channels this uses are also part of the CB plan in the UK. So the channels are legal as well, but the radio's not. It's not type approved for the UK. So it's actually classed as contraband. Great radio. I restored it, serviced it, done an alignment on it, put a new speaker in it because the speaker was damaged and barely worked. That works absolutely great now. I kind of just keep it there. I don't really need it. Who uses an AM CB radio these days? But yeah, there's my shack, guys. My certificate on the wall, my radio exam certificate, my license, and a Yaesu world map. Shows you all the call sign letters for all around the world. Like for Australia, that'd be VK and things like that. So yeah, I hope this kind of showed you everything and give you a good enough explanation. But this is my computer room / radio shack down my garden, and all insulated. I've got my own 900 meg broadband connection into here that no one else uses. It's just for my computers and that, and my own wireless access point as well. So yeah, there's my shack, guys. Yeah, I hope you liked it. I like it. I'm more than happy with what I've got here. I love it, considering I've only been licensed 5 months from making this video. I'm pretty happy with what I've got. I couldn't ask for anything better, to be fair. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. 7 for now.